Hello, welcome back to part 4 of the patron Q&A.
Yeah.
You might have done all sorts of things since the last one. You might have gone shopping,
Wow.
or gone to work, or had a sleep, or a shower.
We haven't had any of those
We've done
things.
none of those things. We've literally just pressed stop and then pressed record again. So here we are,
Yeah.
and we've moved on to, well I have,
Well, you
onto
have.
the hard stuff. We're looking at some wine to make
Great.
it more of a kind of a hot fixy type thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's move on. Oh, before the end of the last one, we asked a question. We didn't ask a question. We read a question.
You read a question. Should we read it again?
Read it again. Do it in your best dramatic one. Previously on the patron Q&A.
No. So we had one from Kirk
Can't say
Almeida.
no, I just did it. It's done. It's on film. There's no getting away
Too
from
late.
it.
Kirk Almeida says, my favourite video on your channel was the Taliesin Talks video about legendaries. I've never had my opinion about a subject change so hard before. That's a really nice thing to say. My question is, can we get more similar videos or maybe a podcast style thing? Taliesin.
Yes, you'll have noticed there already is one.
There it is.
There is a new Taliesin Talks video. It was our last video. We couldn't do a weekly reset this week because of all the work we're doing on the 725 videos,
Yep.
which are coming along very nicely, just so you know. But they are a lot of work.
Yes, they are.
A hell of a lot of work. So, yeah, we put out a Taliesin Talks video about how I left my guild.
It's a good one.
It's fine. Those videos do really split opinion. Loads of people hate that we do them.
Yeah.
And loads of people do like
Well,
them.
they're just going to have to deal with it.
Always get a
really.
lot of debate in the comments, which
is
great,
nice, which
which
is
is really
really
cool.
nice.
And I don't love them as videos. It's really
Yeah.
cool that some people do.
They're nice to share, I think.
And have a listen to and things like that.
Yeah.
And they're actually a bit harder to record than you think they're going to be. They always are. You always think I'm just going to sit in front of a microphone and talk for 45 minutes, but that's actually really hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they take a bit of editing and stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I always think they're going to be quick videos to do, but they never are. But yeah, it's really cool to just have a little chat and talk about stuff sometimes. I like the one that we did with two of us,
Yeah.
where we talked about whatever it was.
What did
We
we
talked
talk
about the
about?
Anduin
We
storyline.
did talk about the Anduin
Yeah, and that was
storyline.
kind
That
of
was
like a
nice. That was
Taliesin
okay.
Talks.
That was okay.
Taliesin Talks, Evertel explains.
Yeah. Taliesin Talks, Evertel takes a nap.
Yeah, you talk sometimes. When I let you. Stop talking over her.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we should do more of those, or you should do more of those.
Yeah,
I
but
think you're good at
there
that.
needs to be a very specific subject that you want to talk about.
course,
Like I really
of course.
wanted to talk about the legendaries
Yeah.
and how I felt people were misunderstanding them.
Yeah.
And I once I'd mentioned that I left my guild, everyone wanted me to tell the story of that.
Yeah.
So that wasn't that interesting a story, but it did raise some interesting questions about what people consider to be their aims and their kind of what progression sort of means to them. Some really interesting comments. I knew that would get interesting comments as well,
Yeah.
which is why I was happy about it. So yeah, the answer, Kirk, is yes. Why not? Why the fuck not? Glad
Why
you
not?
like it. I hope you like that one as well. Yeah. Frank Lindsay asks, now that legendaries are plentiful, at least the opportunities for one, and new ones are planned for 725, do you see the ability to equip more than just 2 increasing? Do you see the emphasis moving away from OP'd trinks and jewellery like WOD to have those procs and abilities the sole domain of legendaries? No. I mean, yes, it's pretty much been confirmed that we'll be able to have 3 legendaries equipped at some point during this expansion, and with the possibility of perhaps even more.
Oh, wow.
So I think that definitely will happen. I don't think it's going to happen before 7.3. I think that would be like the catalyst for that. Do I see them replacing trinkets? It would. I get what you're saying, and from a balancing point of view, quite possibly. I don't see that happening. And I think it'd be a shame if trinkets with cool procs kind of got taken out.
Yeah.
And that was just solely the domain of legendaries.
I agree. It would be a shame to see them go. I mean, they're so frustrating sometimes because, like, I still have, like, an 860 trinket equipped because it's so much better than, like, the 880, 890 trinkets that have dropped, like, of other kinds, just not that version. And, like, that's a bit like, but I like that, and I feel like just standardizing trinkets or like moving all the good
making
stuff
them like rings, because how fucking boring are rings?
I know, rings are so boring.
Oh god, no, trinkets, like you need special procs from trinkets with cool graphic effects if you can.
It's what keeps the game spicy.
Exactly. And also, like, the legendaries that are getting added in 7.25, they are not using unique procs, they're using talents. So the new rings, as I'm sure you know, but we'll say it anyway, the new rings give you a talent. So you can have 2 talents on one row, because you have one which the ring gives you, and then you can just, choose another one as your talent. And the new legendaries seem to proc for each spec a certain talent for a little bit. So the Discipline Priest Shoulders will proc Power Infusion for 5 seconds. We think it's going to be 5 seconds. It is with the Shaman one and other ones as well. So that's not a unique proc. So it's kind of like they're doing the opposite of what you suggest in your question, and they're actually taking those unique procs away from legendaries. So in that case, I think they're going to be eventually purely the sole domain of trinkets. Is what I think.
Cool.
I hope I explained that right. It wasn't very
it made sense.
Okay, good. Awesome.
Okay, next one
Chris
is...
Churchman.
Yeah, Chris Churchman. Is there any story or special meaning behind your characters' names? Love the content. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Chris. Evitel is the name of my main hunter on my US servers that I don't touch anymore.
And is there like a special story behind that name?
I just made it up. I just pulled it out of a hat. But it turns out that Evitel is the name of like a hotel chain in like Bali. Or
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh cool.
So yeah.
It sounded more European than that.
No.
It sounded more like French. Evitel.
No, it doesn't have an accent.
That wasn't my Bali accent.
That
I
was
want to make that very clear.
No. I don't know what that was.
No,
but
my French accent. Evitel. Où est la piscine?
No, that's
Evitel.
awful. Oh my god, stop. So I just kind of pulled it out of thin air. And that's it.
Taliesin is a Welsh bard, kind of like the Welsh Merlin, except Merlin was also Welsh, by the way.
Yeah.
But he was he was a bard, magician, poet, awesome guy. And there's a theatre in Swansea called the Taliesin Theatre, which is part of the university complex. I didn't go to university in Swansea, but I performed there a lot when I was growing up and when I was a teenager. It's just an awesome name.
Taliesin is also the name of Frank Lloyd Wright's kind of schoolhouse.
Frank Lloyd Wright had Welsh heritage, didn't he?
He did.
He named his house Taliesin
West.
after the bard, not after me.
Yeah.
And then they all got murdered, didn't they?
Yeah, it's a really tragic story.
Very sad
Google
story.
it.
We won't dwell on that.
But Taliesin means shining brow, which I feel like is very appropriate for you.
Yes, I guess so. Hey.
No, I love it.
And also, I was born in the cauldrons.
It
makes perfect sense.
Brow.
Radiant brow, as in radiating
not
with
like sweaty,
cleverness
not
and
glinting
shit.
with sweat, but just like lovely.
Yeah. Awesome, great question. Can K, you guys are my favourite YouTube channel and interwebs personalities. Another person with excellent taste. I would expect nothing less from our patrons. Watching your work has been really fun and inspiring. Thank you. I always thought about starting a channel with my girlfriend, not only about WoW, but general stuff. I know that this is a lot of work and chances for being as successful as you are slim, but maybe I can benefit from your expertise and knowledge. So my question to Taliesin would be, how do I get a girlfriend?
Well,
Easy. Number 1, tell someone else to ask her out first, someone less attractive than you, to see if she would say yes to you. Because if she says yes to that other person, she'll probably say yes to you.
Yeah.
And then make sure you've got a level 90 or max level priest ready to go.
Yep.
So like on your first date, at the end of the date, you can be like, do you want to come in and see my max level priest? And that's how you get a girlfriend.
Yep. Worked on me.
Boom.
Instantly.
But how do you get a boyfriend?
That's an entirely different kettle of fish.
A whole lot of work.
That is
Good, excellent. I hope that was a help. Let us know how that goes.
Yeah, keep us posted. Next one is from Fig from a Thistle. Hey guys, keep up the awesome work. Was wondering if we could see a few more vid streams of you guys playing WoW together. Of the I'm taking it off the bar now variety.
That was fun. Was fun.
In case you don't know what that reference is, I was struggling a bit with Barrage in Karazhan.
Yeah.
And I literally
breaking all our amazing CC.
Literally had to take it off
the CC that we spent 15 minutes talking about and implementing before the pull. And you just went, boom!
And I went, oh!
So, rip headphones, sorry.
Yeah. So, that happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, now it's clear Evitel is a lady of style. Thank you. I am wearing my sweatpants today. Is she responsible for Tal's great ties and waistcoats, or is that all him?
It's all me.
It is all you.
Yeah, it's genuinely all me. Like I'm a well-suited man.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the opportunity to dress in a suit.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously I spend a lot of time working on videos and stuff, and I just obviously wear like really cash clothes. So for me, wearing a suit is like me going to work to do those videos.
Yeah.
And I've got a very large collection of suits and ties and things anyway. But I'm not going to lie, I have bought a whole load of new ties specifically for other episodes of the Weekly Reset.
Nice.
Because I've got a jacket that I like wearing for the Weekly Reset.
There's a box of one of the ties.
One came yesterday.
One came from China. Obviously.
I don't like to spend I've bought a lot of ties recently, so I haven't been spending a lot of money on them. But it's the next tie we wear.
Yeah, it's a nice one. So it's all right. It's all right.
Blue.
Nice kind of denim.
I thought it'd go with the jacket nicely.
The nicest thing about this is the box that says, "Hello, tie."
Oh, hello, tie.
Oh, hello, tie.
Unless you're putting the tie in there.
Yeah.
And then it's goodbye, tie.
Goodbye, tie.
Bye, tie.
Bye, tie.
I own a lot of tweed, which I don't wear for the Weekly Reset. I wore it once and it didn't really work.
No, it didn't.
I like the more sharp suits for the Weekly Reset because it's more kind of newsy.
It's true.
You know? So, and also, what was the first part of that question? Can we see more streams and vids playing together? Yeah, definitely. We want to stream more anyway. So we've got this. This brings me on to quite an interesting project that we've got on the go at the moment. The next thing that we need your support for, patrons, and the next thing that all our money is going on, and it's the reason I can't really afford any bills, is because we need a new PC setup.
Yeah.
Definitely. This is working on an old i5 processor, which is just horrible for video rendering and uploading and stuff, and is just taking so much time. So I need a new PC setup with an i7, and I'll be building that from scratch, like I built this one from scratch. But it means we'll still have this one.
Yeah.
Which is still okay for just gaming and stuff, but just not for editing, and which takes up a whole lot more resources. So the plan is whether we stay in this flat or not, because we're thinking at the moment with the channel and the way the channel is kind of growing, we really need an office and a spare room that we can have.
I don't know if you noticed, but this is our living room.
Yeah, and
that's our kitchen.
Yeah, this is a one-bedroom flat, so this is like our whole.
So this is our living space.
This is our
apart
whole
from our bed.
leisure space.
Yeah.
Essentially. And it would be nice to have a space which was just for the channel.
Yeah.
So with a sofa in it, and the camera set up the whole time, so we could just go and we didn't have to set everything up all the time.
Yeah.
And if we had like a desk, and I could just decorate it how I wanted it with WoW stuff and shit like that.
That'd be really nice.
Classy like this.
Yeah, classy.
But you know,
it
was a space
WoW flavor,
which is dedicated to what it was for.
Yeah.
Rather than
just a nice man cave, basically.
With an actual desk. If you've seen our behind the scenes of the Weekly Reset video, you know that this is not a desk even. So the plan is, once we have that new PC set up, whether we're here or not, we want to get a desk which we can both sit at and both play together at the same time. And that way we can do loads of videos where we play games together. WoW, and we also would like to do a Patreon series where we play classic games together as well. I'm not sure that's like the kind of stuff for the main channel at the moment, but on the Patreon channel I think it'd be really cool. I think people would like to see that maybe.
But basically we would like to have a desk and a setup where we can both be like on videos more easily, because when we did the Karazhan video and other like streams, it is just me with a laptop on my lap, like trying to do this.
It's not ideal.
It's really it's not
ideal to play one person here, to be honest, and two is just crazy. And we've got friends who have got like two
like
people desk setups, which would be awesome, and that'd be the dream. So that's what we'd like next. And it's quite likely we might have that set up just here in the window, which will completely ruin our living room. But if we're not planning on staying here, if we're planning on finding a place which has 2 rooms,
I think that's the way to go.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for. Sorry, that's probably not the answer you were looking for at all. We went far too in depth with that, but I thought it was a good way to tell you the plan. Cool, 13 minutes. Just making sure this isn't getting too long, just for part 4.
Okay. Ryan Longacre.
Yes, hello Ryan. Adding somewhat to Ryan Nielsen's question, if you could build an infant home garrison anywhere on Azeroth, what zone would you pick and why?
An infant
home, like an orphanage,
like a place to have babies. Like, so do you mean? I wonder if this is.
It has to be somewhere very safe.
Yeah, very safe. But I wonder if this is a typo. I wonder if it's like an
infant. What do you think it could be instead of infant?
Well, I mean,
I've got no choice but to take it as infant.
Me too, but like infant home / garrison, they feel like 2 very different things to me.
Oh, maybe like a fledgling home.
Maybe. Anyway,
where would you build an infant home?
Grizzly Hills. It's safe.
It's cold though.
Yeah,
for
it's
children.
Cold, but
I'd choose Northshire Abbey. safe in North Traby, apart from all those wolves.
Yeah.
And the orcs setting fire to things.
Yeah, but they're like level 1.
Yeah, exactly. A baby could probably do
That's great. You're right. That's a good place for infants, if we're answering the question correctly.
North Traby?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I love North Traby.
Yeah.
I just really like it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I think, and
it's such a nice place
I
to
like
start.
that it's got genuine history and lore in the game as well.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool place.
Yeah.
I could happily live in that parish.
Yeah, I like it.
It strikes me as quite British.
It is very.
You know.
Okay, next one is from Big Phil UA. Do you think that the people that are complaining about the grind in Legion, are the same people who would be complaining about the lack of content and there not being anything to do were it not for the grind? I.e. the people who deliberately look for things to whine about and then proceed to whine about them whenever they can, wherever they can, as loud as they can?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Phil, I do.
Yeah.
I think it's the exact same people as well. You know it's the same people. We know it's the same people.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think there's a couple of
this?
examples of things that have happened recently, which have been on the tip of my tongue to talk about in the weekly reset, which I haven't. But a couple of things happened recently, which kind of sum this up for me. The first was the Riddler's Mindworm.
Yeah.
So you know how the Riddler's Mindworm was set up as like a treasure hunt, basically. There was a clue that cropped up, and there was like 9 other clues or something that you would find around the world that would lead you to the next clue. You know, and eventually you'd find the Riddler's Mindworm.
Yeah.
And Blizzard recently did like a blog post on this, and telling the story of how they came up with it and how it was eventually solved. And it was really sad. You could almost hear the sadness in Blizzard's kind of writing, where they were like, this Discord got set up to discuss it and try and work out each clue, which is exactly what they wanted. That's awesome. The community all working together.
Yeah.
That's why they made it specifically really hard. But in the end, all the clues were found by essentially just brute forcing it.
Yeah.
So every time it was like, oh, there is a stone, blah, 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 in the clue. And these were really well-written clues. But everyone would just go everywhere there was a stone and use the sheer power of numbers to solve these clues. No one actually ever solved the clues after a while. They just literally brute forced it. And that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
That kind of goes against what that was about. It was meant to be like, oh, I've worked out the clue.
Yeah.
I've worked out the puzzle.
Yeah.
And like players that were trying to do that were kind of cheated out of that in the end by the brute forcing of it. And the other example of that is the Chromie scenario, which is coming in 7.2.5. I'm not going to spoil anything about it here because it's the kind of point of why I bring it up. But it's brilliant. It's fucking awesome. It's really clever and really satisfying. And I played it on the PTR because I needed to be able to talk about it in like videos and stuff like that. In the 7.25 is here. Have done it so you can talk about it. And it's amazing. I'm really glad I hadn't read or learned anything about it before I did it, because every tiny little element of discovery in there is fantastic. As soon as I did it, I was like, I know YouTubers are going to make videos about this. So I went onto Twitter. I checked that no YouTubers had before I wrote my tweet, because I didn't want it to look like I was having a go at them personally. And no one had actually done a video on it yet, but I knew they were about to.
Yeah.
So I went onto Twitter and I was like, please, guys, don't watch any videos about the Chromie scenario.
Yeah.
Because just take my word for it, it's brilliant. Just do it when it's out. And that's all you need to know. Just do it and enjoy it. And enjoy every single little moment of discovery. And lo and behold, within obviously about 10 minutes, Bellular had his video out.
Of course.
Of course, because like that's what Bellular does.
That's what he does.
And Preach had one out that day, and I am assuming Murgle had one out that day because that's his sort of thing as well. But like loads of videos came out, which told, and Bellular was really kind of like, I'm not going to give anything away, but he did. He did, like, because you have to explain it, and he actually gave away one of the puzzles in it and told you how to do it. To as an example of why it's such a good scenario. And he's right, but I was really pleased when I worked out the thing that he said.
Yeah.
And I felt really good about myself. And about 200,000 people that have watched that video have been cheated out of that now.
Oh.
And it's a real shame. And I think it comes from the same sort of thing. The people that complain that there's not enough to do are the ones that cheat themselves out of the content.
I can see that.
Do you know what I mean? Like there are people who have watched Bellular's video and who will go on to watch actual guides to that as well, to that scenario, and they will go and do that scenario, and they'll do it like twice as fast as someone who hadn't watched the guides, and they'll be like, well, that was a bit boring. It's like, yeah, it was a bit boring because you didn't work it out for yourself, so of course it was boring. It's like putting in the cheat code and getting all the weapons in Grand Theft Auto. Do you know what I mean? Like it's fun for about 10 minutes and then it's boring sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same sort of thing. And it's the same thing with people that complain there's not enough to do, and then when there is a grind put in, and an MMO is a grind. That's the whole point of an MMO. And yeah, it's the I went off on a bit of a tangent there, Phil. Did. Sorry, but it's important to me, and I'm glad I talked about it.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, fine. Yes, it's the same people, Phil. Is the short answer to that. And it's the same people complaining that the Chromie scenario is boring because they've already, you know, gone out and know everything about it before they started. And Cecilia. Hi Taliesin and Evertel, some questions for you. Do you both always play? Have you both always played Alliance, or do you play Horde as well? What races do you play, and why? Do you still plan on playing with those of us in the US? If yes, do you know when and what server? Finally, thanks for having the best channel on YouTube. Thanks for your amazing taste. I think you're brilliant, funny as hell. Brilliant. Fantastic. Yes. Well, Horde. What's your opinion on Horde? Talk about it.
I like Horde. I've played a little bit of Horde. I like playing Undead on Horde because they're great.
Yeah.
They're just super cool. And I love that starting zone, and I just love everything about it.
I've had a few Horde characters, and whenever I start a Horde character, it's so exciting. Yeah. Because all these races that I don't really play that much. And I see the trolls, I'm like, yeah, I want a troll. And I see a Tauren. I fucking love Taurens so much. Yeah, they're cool. They're so brilliant. I always think I want a Tauren. But when it comes down to it,
I think we're at Stormwind at heart.
No. But if I have a Horde character, I always race change it to Forsaken.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, in the end, because Forsaken are just the coolest. If Forsaken were Alliance,
so cool.
All my characters would be Forsaken.
They're super cool. Like, they have great animations.
Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, both really the female and the male animations for Forsaken. They have the best female Forsaken, the best casting animations in the game.
They're very cool, without a doubt. They're very cool.
My Warlock is Forsaken, and she is just fucking amazing. Yeah. When she casts shit, she's like. So brilliant.
Yeah, she's very good.
It's so cool. And like Tauren, I always want to really like Tauren, and I had a Tauren Druid for a bit and a Tauren Paladin, and I always end up race changing them because they're so big. Yeah. Which is what I think I like about them.
No, you
don't. But they move. I know they move the same speed as everyone else,
but
it looks like they're moving so slowly.
Yeah, I know.
And it's so fucking annoying. And it's just like, I love Tauren as a race and with the lore and stuff like that. I really want to love them. Sorry, dudes.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway. With the exception of my Demon Hunter, who is a Blood Elf, because she just looks awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, all my Horde characters are Forsaken.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you still plan on playing with those of us in the US?
Yes. Sorry. Yes. We both still keep our US account subscribed, and like the plan is once we have our setup, so we can both play together more and stream together more, because it'd be a streaming thing that.
Yeah.
So we can, and it'll be really useful as well, because we'll get our characters up and we'll need to fucking gear them, and we will need you guys to come run some normals and stuff like that with us to gear us up, and that's like a really good way of putting a raid together is like put it on streams. So yeah, we will definitely be doing that. No schedule on it yet.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but definitely not before 7.25 because we've got the big videos. But streaming is something we want to do more of anyway.
Absolutely.
We've had some. We've actually had some Twitch people in contact with us, sort of offering to help us out and stuff, which is awesome. So, yay! I think they like it that whenever we do stream, we get lots of views.
Yeah,
so yeah. Okay, cool.
Next one is from Jamie Slater. How much do you have to pay y'all to adopt me?
Nothing.
I love how people
just
are
come
like,
here and drink wine with us.
I love how people are like, I want to be your friend. It's like, I want to be your child. It's like, are we that old? That's great.
It's because they know we buy the best presents.
Exactly. How much? When can I corrupt you in the world of WRA Horde roleplay? We'll set a date on that. Seriously though, thoughts on Australia, and would you ever visit?
Are you Australian, Jamie? I didn't know that.
Hey, cool. I would love to visit Australia and New Zealand.
Do you know what? We've got loads of Australian friends and stuff as well. And some of my best friends from childhood now live in Australia as well. There are very strong links between the UK and Australia, aren't there? So the thing is, I hate flying.
Yeah, you really do.
For me, the only thing worse than flying is like the thought of flying for like 2 days, which is what it takes to get to Australia.
Yeah.
And I get that it's really... And also, in Australia, they have fucking huge spiders, Evertel.
They do.
You wouldn't like the spiders.
I know I wouldn't like the spiders, but I would really just love to go to Australia and see it one day. So yes, when we do, we'll call you up.
Oh god, no, I'm not going to not go to Australia in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Because like we're going to go to... We really want to go to Japan for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Which is the same neck of the woods, isn't it? Look, it's closer than fucking, London is to Australia. But no, it's the same sort of side of the world.
Yeah, if you want.
It's just a little trip south, isn't it, from there?
Yeah,
essentially. So maybe we'll take the opportunity to go and visit some people in Australia there, because we've got lots of people we can go and visit.
Yeah.
So, but it's fucking huge, Australia.
I know,
you don't just pop to Australia.
It is so big.
It's
I
like
know,
popping
that's
down
what I'm saying.
Like,
you don't.
You go to the UK, you can see it all. Well, you can't, but like you can at least get an impression of it in a week or so. But you can't do that in Australia.
Yeah.
It's so big.
It is. Also, I've noted musical instruments. I do a heckin' sing sometimes. Want a collab? What do you guys play? No.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you brought up the musical instruments.
I play the violin.
To a very high standard, it has to be said.
Pretty good. I play with an orchestra in my spare time, which is nice. I can play a tiny bit of piano. I cannot sing. So violin is pretty much it for me.
Great singer.
No, I'm not.
I've heard you sing in the bathroom.
No, you haven't.
FTL can't poo without singing. It's a fact. The poo song.
What about you, Tom?
I play guitar, like all boys play guitar.
Like all boys.
But I also play genuine instruments as well. Like, I always used to play bass guitar when I was a kid in bands. I used to be in a ska punk band.
Yeah, you were.
Called Adam Went Home.
Nice.
We had a record deal.
I bet you did.
And I played bass, so I can actually play double bass to a reasonable standard.
A boy in a band standard.
No, because I've actually played it in plays and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm technically a professional double bass player because I've been paid to play it. So fuck you.
If you want to put it that way.
Well, what is the definition of professional?
That you're really good and get paid to do it.
I think you'll find
right.
like otherwise you couldn't say that Keanu Reeves is a professional actor because he's not really good, but he gets paid to do it, so he's a professional actor. Get over it.
Yeah.
And I am a professional double bass player because I have been paid to play double bass.
Yes, you are.
So fuck you.
Yes.
And I'm also using that definition. I am a professional melodeon player.
It's a squeeze box.
It's like, okay, so there are various different types of squeeze box. A concertina is a little one that just fits in your hands like that. An accordion has like a keyboard and like 180, I think it is, bass buttons. I've got an accordion as well, but I'm not very good at it. And a melodeon is kind of halfway in between the two. And the note that you're pressing changes whether you're pushing or pulling it, but it's all buttons. And I use it to play English folk.
Nice.
So there we go.
Yeah.
But yes, obviously collab, definitely.
Yes.
Any old time. Hope says, hey guys, love your show. Another person with exquisite taste.
Very good
Getting
taste.
a lot of them. I must admit that many times I will watch your shows at work and I have to stop myself laughing too loudly or I may be found out.
Sneaky.
Do they not know you work there? So I gotta be quiet. Don't want them to know I work here. My questions are, what made you guys decide to start a YouTube channel? I think we've covered that one. And in particular, why did you decide to discuss WoW? Did you initially plan on it being a duo or did you plan to go solo, Taliesin? That's quite an interesting question because like I say, when we discussed doing YouTube at first, we were talking about like any old
All
games.
kinds of games, yeah.
I think it was just because WoW was what we were playing mostly at the time. And
I think we just kind of like there is a huge WoW community, and it is a community.
Yeah,
like that's a thing. It isn't just random people. Like people want to kind of like talk to each other about it and find out more, and like it just felt like something that we could do. Also, Blizz are really good with letting us use their footage.
Oh yeah, I mean that wasn't a factor in our decision, but it fucking helps.
But it really, once we started doing it, we were like,
they're really generous with their like copyright and stuff. And you can, if you're making WoW videos, you can basically use any WoW kind of assets and things like that, and trailers and shit. And they're just really supportive of creators. For them, so it's like it's a pleasure to make WoW videos, to be honest. I got into watching video game channels on YouTube via WoW. Like the first kind of people I came across were people like Preach and people like that, and just really loved their videos. So it seemed natural to kind of start off with that. And we did try making an Overwatch video as well.
Yep. We did.
No one watched it. I was quite proud of it. I quite liked it.
It's
the same sort of thing as the WoW videos.
But because I mean, it's like a growing community for Overwatch, but WoW is like more established, and we just kind of felt like we could tap into it.
And that's not to say that we wouldn't do other games at some point. And I think like at some stage we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
I would never want that to replace WoW content, but it would be cool if it was working alongside it. It'd be really good. We are almost at the end, so this one might go a little bit further than half an hour for part 4. Sorry in advance.
Nearly there.
Yeah, almost there though. If you lived on, this is Maggie Allen.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
I'm really pleased with how many female viewers we have. and female followers.
I think
that might be a bit unusual for a YouTube channel.
It is unusual. In terms of our actual YouTube statistics, we still have like 95% dudes.
You're right. But people
who actually engage and who
Hmm.
follow us on Twitter, and you guys, like, it is really awesome to see women gamers getting into this. And that is really exciting for me because it's something I really feel strongly about. It's not something we really talk about on the channel because I know
I don't think there's any need.
No, I don't think there is a need. Plus, we'd probably scare away a lot of people if we did.
Yeah, God. Do you remember when sometimes we mentioned names of certain politicians and stuff?
Yeah, and people are like, whoa.
They didn't even listen to what we said. They just heard the name and they're like, bum, 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 bum.
Unsubscribe.
Anyway,
yeah. So I think so. It is super cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, Maggie
sorry.
Allen.
If you lived on Azeroth, what race and class would you be? Also, will we be seeing any Hearthstone-based videos from Evertel?
Ooh.
Thanks, love the channel. Let's do the first half of that question first.
Yeah.
Because we kind of do live on Azeroth.
Yeah, we do.
And we do kind of have a race and class.
Well, I mean, this is an interesting. Well, I would definitely be a night elf, probably a hunter. That's just, I chose that race and class because
what would your pet be?
Oh, I might go marksmanship.
Yeah, but presumably if you were just doing it IRL, if Azeroth was IRL and you were, you would still have a pet though, wouldn't you? You just change the rules a little bit.
Yeah, I could have a pet. It would be my Loke Nahag.
Of course.
My kitty.
So you'd be huge because you'd be a night elf. They're so tall.
Yeah, they're super tall, right?
Like, I often think about how tall a night elf would be in real life, and
Yeah.
they're massive.
Yeah.
Because we think of them being very graceful. I'm sure they are very graceful.
Yeah.
They do, flips when they jump and
Yeah.
shit like that. But
Oh.
they would also be terrifyingly
Yeah.
tall.
Are we only talking about playable races?
No.
I would totally be a space mummy.
Awesome.
Or a Valkyr.
Yes, again, terrifyingly huge. But at least they're supposed to be terrifyingly huge.
Yeah, are we picking up on a theme here? I would be
just want to be
terrifyingly
massive.
huge. I want to be adored and feared
Yeah.
all at once.
See, because I've got more human characters than anything else.
Yeah, you do.
But that's because I just like the female human model. And I like the male human model for shit like warriors.
Yeah.
I think they're like, now I do. I didn't like the old ones.
No,
but I like
the old
them
ones are terrible, but this one's okay.
now. But I think if I had to be, I'd be a gnome.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would, because they're awesome. They all love each other. They all have a really good time. Like,
This would not work.
gnome society.
This would not work.
Gnome society just feels really cool.
We would not have we would be done.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
Would it be worth it though to be a gnome?
maybe.
Dunno.
Maybe it would be worth it.
Who knows?
Oh,
that's terrible. You
that's
see what
bad.
you've done?
Yeah.
See what you've done, Maggie? Look what you've done. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be a gnome. Maybe I'd be a human. But that's such a
That's
boring
so
answer to the question. That's
boring.
like bullshit, isn't it? I'd be a
Yeah.
Tuskar.
Yeah.
I don't like
I would
fish.
totally-
I don't like eating fish.
That's okay.
But Tuskars
You
only
could
eat.
be a
No, they
you could be a
no.
veggie eating
Wouldn't get
Tuskar.
with those tusks. What a waste.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be a Tuskar. I'd be. Oh fuck! I don't know, man. A noble race. I'd want to be a noble race.
Elves. Be one of the elf races.
I'll be an elf then. I don't like the male night elf models.
Well,
though.
then be a male like Nightborn.
Nightborn.
They're
I
cool.
want to be a Nightborn.
They're super cool.
Oh, I don't
I
like the
love
casting
that bit.
animations.
I
When you're a
love it,
Nightborn
yes.
in Court of Stars,
Yeah,
the
I
casting
love
animations
that.
are so
I love
annoying.
it. They look so cool. I love it when I randomly get turned into a dude as well, because I'm like,
Yeah, it's quite funny how random that is.
Yeah,
actually, in
it
Court of
is.
Stars,
It
yeah.
is. I really love. I would actually love to be one of them because they're like super noble race.
Yeah, maybe.
And they have nice cats that they ride around everywhere. It's
I don't know. But
Yeah.
class, I think I'd be a paladin.
it's pretty good.
Oh, I don't know. It's a bit intense, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to be very you have to be a believer. To
I'd
be a
like something that
paladin.
didn't require too much effort.
Yeah.
So I don't think priest or paladin or I
could
guess
be a
warriors.
mage.
Warriors kind of do their own
Yeah,
thing.
or you could just
And
be a mage.
mages, yeah, mages.
You know, you don't always have to be
Be a
whipping out
frost
the magic.
mage, but I hate being cold.
Yeah, be a
Fire mage. I hate being too
Be
warm.
arcane. Be the
I'm
classic
British,
mage.
so I can't be too hot or too cold. And I can't function because I'm British. I'm like I
no.
can't. It's too cold. I need to go somewhere sunny, and then we go to Greece or whatever. I'm like,
And
it's
then
too.
you're like,
What the fuck is this? I'm sweating all the
Yeah.
time. Fuck this shit. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, okay.
I
That
guess
sounds
maybe
good.
I'd be if in IRL. Maybe I'd be a hunter as well.
Yeah, I like hunter.
Yeah.
Solitary, doing your thing.
Or a shaman. No, I'd be a shaman.
What about a druid?
I would be a druid.
Right?
Except I don't like the idea of shapeshifting in real life.
Oh,
Because you rip all your clothes.
I would
it's all very well in
love-
WoW.
You
But
know
in
what?
WoW, where your clothes change with you, that's all
Yeah.
very well and good. But in real life, that wouldn't happen. In real life, you turn into like a bear, and
Yeah.
your clothes would go. And you then, when you turn back into being you, you'd be naked.
That
ever thought
would
about
be
that?
okay. I would love to be a night elf druid, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to be a night elf
druid. I'm going to be a
druid.
shapeshift, and then we can like shapeshift to complement each other. It'd be really nice. Anyway,
yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, night elf druid.
Will we be
I
seeing...
think glad we agreed on that.
Yeah. Will we be seeing any Hearthstone-based videos from Evertel?
Will we ever tell? Because you did mention... Now, this is not a question that's come from nowhere. You did mention this
came
once.
out very early on when I was still playing Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I literally have not touched Hearthstone in almost a year.
Wow.
Why
not? What was the last bit you remember playing?
I didn't play Return to Karazhan. The trailers and stuff had like started coming out. One night in Karazhan.
Yeah.
And I didn't play it. I just felt like I really like Hearthstone, but I felt like I had my deck, Hunter, obviously, just face rolling everyone. but I loved playing with a lot of the different classes, and I got used to it. And I know they have to keep the game fresh and they have to switch it up a lot, but I just felt I got really sick of spending money on little expansions all the time.
Right, okay.
And I just kind of stopped buying them, but there are cards that are really important to your deck in each of them, and it just I got a little bit frustrated with it.
It suddenly looked like it became a bit of a commitment.
Yeah, I loved
Whereas
it.
Whereas before it was like this side thing that you did.
Exactly, and I loved it when it was super simple, and it would just be for a way for me to kind of like kick some ass and feel good about myself, or just rage for a little while. But then it started getting a little more complex, and
they have to do that.
Yeah, they have to.
To evolve the game
have
and
to
stuff
evolve
like
the
that,
game,
which is a shame.
exactly.
And like you can see that starting to happen in Overwatch now as well.
Yeah.
The pure simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Is getting lost a little
bit.
I
miss that about Hearthstone. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back to it one day.
People miss about WoW as well.
Yeah.
You know, there's just almost like too much of it now.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, Overwatch isn't quite there yet, but you can see how it is getting there. But I still love just going on Overwatch and whacking out some fucking matches when I need to unwind.
Yeah.
Penultimate question. Eisenberg. Hello, Taliesin and Evertel. I absolutely adore your content because you're awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Eisenberg, that's why.
Yeah.
We just learned something about you.
Yeah.
But more so your personalities. I was wondering how long you two have been together. Also, where did you both meet? Oh, that's a shame. We've kind of wanted to answer that one already.
Yeah, we have a little bit.
We have been together now over 4 years.
Almost 5.
Yeah, because we only see Evertel's parents essentially once a year when we go to America to see them for Christmas, and like 2 Christmases ago, when we've been together for 3.5 years, I was like, well, I know that at some point in the next year, I'm going to want to propose to Evertel. So I took the opportunity while we were in America and I was alone with Evertel's dad. I said, hey, Evertel's dad. Yeah, and Dadatel. Nice. And I did the whole asking if it was okay and I specifically said, now look, I want to wait until we've been together for at least 4 years. And so that means it's not going to happen before August at the earliest. And in the end it didn't happen until like November.
It happened in December.
Oh, did it?
Yes, it did.
Okay, I started the ball rolling on that a lot earlier, as you know. But and so I was like, so it's not going to happen straight away, just so you know. But since this is the first opportunity, this is the last opportunity I'm probably going to see you in person before it happens, I'd like to ask your permission. And obviously, he was really thrilled and sharp. Obviously, who wouldn't want me as a son-in-law? Yeah. And it's like brilliant, fantastic. But then, obviously, he had to keep the secret for what turned out to be 12 months.
For pretty much a year.
Like 11 and a half months. Yeah. And so every time he emailed you, he was like,
hey, any news? And I was just like, what are you talking about, Dad? So, yeah.
It's like, yes, Dad, there is some news. Work is going well.
Yeah.
Really enjoying Game of Thrones. Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah. What about you guys? Any news?
What is the news?
Yeah. So, we've been together almost 5 years now.
Yeah. Wow.
We dated at the very end of August, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So there we go. And last question, which is kind of on that subject. Sorry if you just wanted to talk about WoW, guys.
God, I know.
Emily Anderton, who is I was going to say a favourite of mine. We don't have favourites, but I like Emily Anderton.
Yeah?
She makes me smile.
Yeah.
When are you two getting married?
Next year.
Yeah, next week. Again, we don't have a date yet.
We don't have a date.
We
don't have a place.
We are looking at venues.
I might have a dress.
I haven't seen it, obviously. which is really weird, isn't it? Like all this wedding stuff. No, but all this wedding stuff, you've heard about it all your life, and like you've heard people talking about it, and particularly when you get to our age, and like a lot of my friends are married.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like the last one of my friends to get married, actually.
It's true.
And you hear people talking about this kind of shit, and it's kind of cliche. But then when it starts happening, you're like, oh my God, I'm not allowed to see the dress. And you're talking like you found a dress that you really like.
And I wanted to talk to you
and
about
I want to see it.
Because we would obviously,
It's the kind of shit we talk about. We're best friends. And like, it's really weird not to be involved in something.
But fortunately, you get to be involved in literally everything else.
Yeah, I know. And it's really cool. At the moment, we're just looking at venues and stuff. And we found a couple of venues that we like and a couple that can't work out and stuff. And it's just...
We're just feeling it out.
Yeah, so exactly. But it's going to be a good old party, man. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. That's what's important. I want it to be a party.
Yes, that is the main thing.
Just like make people feel welcome.
Yeah. So it's going to be in London. There's not going to be loads of like travel for people. And well, if they live in London. Which the majority of people we know do when it comes down to it. So awesome. And that is the last question.
It is.
Wow, that was a 2-hour marathon.
More like 3.
That was a 3 hours. It's taken us about 6 hours to make.
I know, it's taken us a while.
I'm talking about just what they've seen. So guys, genuinely though, thank you so much. I hope it wasn't too boring.
I hope not.
We decided to go in depth rather than just kind of
and we
scoot
weren't,
through.
and
I hope that was worth
gonna
it.
like not answer some questions.
I get that we could have been like a bit cleverer and wittier and more Taliesin and Evertellier.
Possibly.
But you know, it's the Patreon channel, so it's a bit
it's
detached
Saturday
from that a little
afternoon,
bit.
and we're just chilling out.
If you want like proper Taliesin and Evertel videos, you got our channel for that, which by the way would not exist if it weren't for you guys. More so than ever, to be honest. With the amount of time it's taken to put into it and stuff like that. So thank you so much. With your help, this is going to get bigger, and the channel is better because of you guys. And the channel means a lot to us.
That's true.
And thank you for making it better. Genuinely, like you guys are awesome. And the fact that we, there are faces that we see on the Patreon who we recognise when you comment on the videos and stuff, and we recognise in game.
And
that is so awesome. Having like our own little private community of people that help and support the channel. And like the channel as much as we do. It's just fucking awesome.
I always get a little like tinge of joy when I see like one of your faces pop up on the YouTube channel, because I'm like or tweeting at us, and like it's really nice.
And special thank you for helping us out with that things you hate about the Broken Shore video as well, because we, as you will have noticed, we just took all of your ideas and we ran with them and it made writing that video really easy and really fun. We had a great time writing that video.
We really did.
It was awesome. So thank you so much everyone that contributed to that. Thank you everyone that asked a question here. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for being our friends basically when it comes down to it. Like, it's really cool. By far the best thing that's come out of this channel, and we say this all the time, but I'm gonna say it again, by far the best thing that's come out of this channel is the fact that we are brought into contact with so many cool people who we wouldn't have met otherwise, and that's really cool and really unexpected.
It's true.
So thank you guys. Until next time, cheerio.